What up, everybody? It's your favorite supervillain, Dr. Plague, bringing you my first ever movie review. And the movie that we're going to be reviewing is a pretty big deal in the superhero world, at least. And it is, you guessed it, Batman Hush. Blam! And, yeah, basically, it was a great movie, I thought. It was pretty fucking dope. Like, I love the movie. See, I haven't read the comic, so I have a totally different review on it than someone who probably has read the comic. I looked into what happened in the comics. I basically got the quick rundown of what happened in the comic, so I could kind of compare them. I'm gonna buy the comic and read it. I've been slacking, I guess. I guess Batman Hush is one of the biggest Batman stories ever made. I mean, I've read Year One. I got Year One. I have Frank Miller's work. Like, I have a lot of good stuff. But I've been sleeping on Hush, I guess. I don't know. Batman's pissed. But yeah, so the movie was great. I thought I gave it. I'm doing a 5-star review system. Everything I review is gonna be out of 5 stars. I gave it 3.5. I was gonna give it 4, but after figuring out what happened in the comic and hearing everybody else's review on it, I gave it 3. I dropped it down 1/2 a star for a couple reasons. One being Hush was Riddler in the fucking movie. In the comic, he was Thomas Elliot and Riddler working together, and I guess that's a bigger betrayal, and it left a bigger impact as an ending than the movie did. And that kind of, I don't know, learning that kind of ruined it for me a little bit, because Riddler isn't that big of a fucking deal. Like, if it was Thomas Elliot, that would have been a way better ending, a way better fucking villain. Just the Riddler? Come on. I mean, it made the Riddler, it made him cooler to me, kind of. I love the Riddler, but he is a C-lister, and they should have had somebody just, bigger and badder and fucking crazier than the Riddler. Yeah, he was in the Lazarus pit, and it gave him super strength and super intelligence and everything. But still, man, I don't know. It would have been cool to see Thomas Elliot, because that's literally who we thought was going to be Hush. The whole fucking movie, we were bouncing around thinking, who's Hush? We tossed out Thomas Elliot a bunch of times for a few reasons. The movie made us think it was going to be Thomas Elliot. Since we hadn't seen or read the comic, we didn't have a clue who Hush was. That's why it was so fun of a movie for us. Someone that has read the comic, that would have kind of ruined it for them, and that's what we've been hearing. Also, there's a few differences from the comic in the movie that I know about. Like, the beginning fight was Killer Croc in the comic. In the movie was Bane. That's not a huge deal for me. They're both good characters to use for that scene. I guess they use Bane because he's more noticed. He's a more recognizable character than Croc, I guess. I get why they did that. Also, when Batman gets shot down and he splats on the ground, the person that comes to his rescue is Huntress in the comic, not Batgirl. So that was kind of, I don't know. It was cool it was a cool change up, I thought. It wasn't that big of a deal. Another big difference was the Jason Todd fight. In the comic, when in the movie Clayface turns into Riddler and takes the shape of Riddler, and Batman cuts his fucking voice thing out of his neck, and then Clayface turns into Clayface. But in the comic, he turns into Jason Todd, and they have this big epic fight, and it's fucking crazy. I think they should have put that in there, but I guess they couldn't really make it work with the current DC continuity. They had to make it all fit, and whatever. They took that out. That was kind of lame. I wish they would have put that in somehow, but whatever. It's not a huge deal. Also, a little thing that happened in the comic that was different is when Batman's beating the shit out of Joker after he gets framed for killing Thomas Elliot by Hush, Gordon comes up behind him and tells him to stop, basically, and ends up shooting his ear off his cowl. And in the comic, or in the movie, he just kind of points his gun and tells him, don't make me do this, and whatever. I thought it would have been cool if he would have shot a fucking bullet and blasted his ear off, but that's not a huge deal, really. I mean, the movie was dope, I'm not gonna lie, dude. I guess the comic looks so much better, and it's hard to make a comic book into a movie and have it still have the same feel as the comic did. So I can't really knock them too much for that. They did pretty good. There's a few things that they did that did the movie justice, sticking to the comic, like I don't, like when he gets his old suit on, that was pretty dope. Like the Jim Lee suit, blue and fucking yellow suit, that shit was dope. I like that. But overall, I gave it a 3.5 stars. That's a pretty good rating, I think. Like, it would have got 4 if I didn't know about all the like little details they changed up and how much it pissed off everybody. I would have gave it 4 stars. But really, I think a 4-star rating is for like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Batman crossover or mix-up movie. That movie was dope. That movie gets a 4-star rating. I'm gonna do a review on that movie soon. But yeah, 3.5 stars for Hush. I think that's probably more than anyone else is gonna give it. At least the comic fans, the real ones that have read it. People that just watch the movie, I mean, they probably fucking love it. It's dope, not gonna lie. It's a good movie. You should watch it. I recommend it. If you've read the comic, I don't know how you're gonna feel about it, but I like it. So, yeah, that's it. 3.5 stars. It was a good movie. The Hush ended up being just the Riddler. I don't know. It was kind of weird. It was cool, but people that know about the comic, it was kind of weird, and it just didn't have the same like shocking feel and like betrayal that Thomas Elliot did. Because Thomas Elliot is one of Batman's best friends, so him being Hush, that was fucked up. But man, I still feel like Thomas Elliot was evil in the movie, bro. Like, he just had this evil look in this one scene, and I just can't get over it. Maybe he secretly was working with Riddler, and nobody even knows about it in the movie. I don't know. But whatever. It was great. You should check it out. Good movie. Worth at least watching once. But yeah, this is Dr. Plague, and I'm going to be doing more reviews. I'm going to be reviewing toys, movies, everything that I like, pretty much. Music, probably, everything. And I'm going to bring you guys a bunch of content, so subscribe, join the Plague Army, Plague up, Plague Gang, baby. Let's do it. Peace.